Hey, what's up, man? Hey. For those who want to really get into card magic and stuff, this is actually, there's 5 volumes. I have the 5th one as a PDF file, and they get harder as you go, obviously. Volume 1, it shows what it goes over, and what's good is it has like exact detail of your hands and the deck and so on. Get your ass in there, boy. Alright. And it really goes into detail. Then there's part 2, of course. I study part 3 the most, probably. Boy, it doesn't have a sleeve. It just has some really, like, killer stuff, you know. And just learn a lot of cool stuff. Awesome chapter. Alright. And here you get more into the advanced stuff like estimation, false dealing, like from the bottom and all that. Those are some good books. It's Card College. They're about $35 a piece. Then they have like, they call it Light Card College. They're like paperbacks or like self-working tricks. There are such things as tricks that just work by themselves. I'm going to do something that has literally taken me on and off of practice, you know, just picking up a deck of cards and doing it while watching TV and stuff. I don't know, 7, 8 years, maybe a year or 2 more, I don't know. I did camera test it and I was able to do it. And I actually did it at the very beginning of the very first, it was the very first thing I did as far as, sorry, my hands just go crazy sometimes, but no, I did it, for the advanced version of the teleporting card. And coming up, I'm going to have the ultimate version. Yeah. That's right. No. I'm only halfway to Silly Town. I've only been up a day and a half. I'm not a 72-hour, not yet. I hope I can get to sleep sometime. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I do want you to see. You can see the top, the bottom, and all that. I did something with a sealed deck of cards, and it was like a true miracle, and I got a bunch of crap, and someone said the deck wasn't really sealed or something. It was when I was doing Red Hot Mama, also known as the Chicago Opener. That's where you, one of the cards turns a different color. Alright. I can never get these frickin' pull tabs down. Alright. Alright. Let's get silly with our bands. Yeah. Alright, and I break the seal. Okay. We're gonna sing to the Lord. Jokers, like I said, I saved those. Alright. These, I don't know. Screw it. Alright, B-Mall. And if you notice, the deck is in new deck order. Oh, I hope I can do this in one take. Alright. Relax. Okay. New deck order. Ace to king, king to ace, king to ace. Okay? This is how a lot of people shuffle in casinos. You always want to shuffle close to the table, like that, and give them some good cuts, and so on. Now here's more what they call a closed shuffle, where you go like this, and yeah, they are really, truly, honest to God, they're shuffled. Alright. I lost the weave, so to speak. Weird, I know. Alright. Sesame Street. Yeah. And I shuffled like 3 times. Did it slowly. I cut the deck. I mean, I really mixed those son of a bitches good. But yet, ace to king, ace to king, king to ace, king to ace. I don't know. I tried to mix them up and I wasn't able to. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know what happened. Alright. For real now, we are going to do an advanced version of a trick that I learned years ago, and ah shit, I did it again. I'm sorry. I'm for real. Alright. Here. Alright. There. Okay, they're getting mixed. Alright. Yes. Took me about 7 years to master that. God's honest truth. Years of self-denial, isolation from society, developing strange fixations, and so on. Alright, we're going to use the aces. Yeah. Alright, hallelujah to the Lord. I'm going to show you how they cheat you at poker, okay? This is a trick, it's really called the one-handed poker deal. It's by Darwin, D-A-R-W-I-N, Ortiz, O-R-T-I-Z. He is one of my, he's like the top card man to me. He does a lot of gambling routines. He's Mensa, which is an IQ of 160. He dropped out of law school to do card magic full time. He practices about 8 hours a day, and he goes through about 400 or 500 decks of cards. He's been doing it over 30 years. Not only does he do magic, but he's also a casino consultant, and he helps the police as far as what to look for, you know, like the pit bosses and what to look for on the cameras as far as cheating. You know, he's an expert as far as scams, even street scams and so on. Alright, so what they do is they will mix, right? And they will keep the top 10 cards on top. And every even card, if it's 2 people, because you deal with them first, is stacked. Okay, but you're talking, you're bullshitting and whatever, and not too many people are paying attention and all that, and so on. You know, and then you'd have your accomplice here or something if there's maybe 4 people, and you know, you would cut the cards, but, and this is greatly exaggerated, I don't know if you see that or not, you have like a little out jog, and the person will cut at your out jog, like so. Did I do that right? Yep, alright, and then you deal. What Darwin does, he does it with one hand. He like splits the deck. He'll weave them together and then deal two-handed, or 2 hands with 1 hand. You know, like, so, you know. Alright. So anyway, you know, you have your stack on top. Alright, but I'm going to get rid of that stack right now. And I'm going to do that just by cutting the cards randomly, okay? That way we've lost the stack and we're going to start anew. So what we do is we split the deck like so. Woo! Yeah. And this is one of the hardest frickin' shuffles to do, because it has to be a perfect shuffle. Alright, please let it be perfect for me. Alright, yeah, look, okay. And so on, you know, you could shuffle this way and whatnot. You know, some people will shuffle this way, some people will shuffle overhand, but you know, there's quite a few ways to stack a hand. Alright. And you look, get a nice perfect shuffle. And I don't know, let's say there's 4 of us playing. I will split it at the 26 point. You can, after practice, you can get used to it and you can pretty much eye it. They do have to be perfectly square, and there is a knack for this. It does take a knack, okay? And just like so. Woo! and every other card. Okay? Now remember, it was stacked to begin with. Alright, but now it's just a regular deck of cards, and then you'd have someone cut them, so they would cut them like so. Alright, now, check this out. I'll see if I can do this. Or deal. And I don't know fault stealing, so yeah, they are coming from the top. I tried to learn a stud bottom, and a stud bottom is this because it's so fast. Because you go like this, you get in the rhythm, so to speak. 4. So, okay. Don't mind me, I'm just being silly, you know. Did I get it? Oh, thank God. Alright. And we're going to see what we have out of curiosity. This person has a pair of kings, so he'll put some money into the pot. And to be honest, I'm a terrible card player. I only know maybe 4 games. Rummy is probably my favorite. Yeah, let's say deuces are wild, so you'd have a 3 of a kind, 3 threes. People are like, man, you must be an awesome card player, and the truth is, it's the exact opposite. And I think this person would fold, unless he bluffed and counted on the ace high. And remember, the deck was shuffled, but more importantly, it was cut. So if the deck was false shuffled, the cut would have beat everything, okay? I do have an ace, a king, a queen, a jack, and ladies and gentlemen, a 10, signifying a royal flush. Ow! Hallelujah, Lord. Yeah. Alright. And, so, while not necessarily a trick where you're like, oh my God, how was that done? You know, it's kind of a demonstration of skill. And with my last video, I put it where you put the description, but people didn't read it. I don't mind people taking a guess at what I do, but PM me and do it. Do not do it in the comments because it gets removed. And also, you know, you don't want to ruin it for other people. Alright, I hope you're impressed with that. Like I said, that one shuffle is pretty hard to do. I used to be able to do like 8 of them in a minute and 40 seconds. It would be like so. Alright, for all your hypnosis needs, go to www.eddini, EDDINI.com, okay? For all your hypnosis needs. I do Skype sessions, and I also do, I do custom-made, videos. There's this one person, they'll go nameless, but I couldn't believe it. You know, he was like, oh man, you know, I've been smoke free for 5 months, man, and my God, you know, if there's a way I could pay you $100, I would. You know, especially if you could make me a video to overcome another habit. And I did. You know, And it was a 40-minute video I did, and I'd be damned, he put $100 in my PayPal. And no, that's not what I charge. That was all on him. But, yeah. For custom-made videos just for you, I'd probably charge $25. And that's a good deal. You know. And I have plenty of free stuff, and I like doing that. But, you know, it's good to make a little money too, to kind of help me in life. Alright, thank you all. God bless. Peace to all your family. I love you.